tomorrow I move back to Montreal after 4.5 months at home. It's really the end of a chapter today and a new chapter beginning tomorrow, which is exciting. So I'm just going to quickly reflect on a bunch of things that really have occurred, because it's the culmination of 4.5 last months of a bad situation, me at one of my rock bottoms, attempting to get back into it. And I think this time will be different. It feels different. I think I've gained a greater appreciation for things that I otherwise knew were important to incorporate into your lives. But there's always a theoretical understanding and a empirical, or the one where you actually experience it, understanding, experiential, maybe. But so the main thing is the importance of family, but the importance of staying connected with people. That obviously before I knew that was important and didn't neglect it, but it just was I now can have experienced the calming effects that being close to and near and around for a while your loved ones. So I appreciate that I've had them as a guardrail or safety blanket. Nope. The thing that tightropers walk on, safety net, that they could catch me when I fell. But so a lot of this period has been waiting for things to happen, of putting myself out there, trying to give it my best, and ultimately waiting for a decision that was outside of my control. But now, next Monday, I will be starting a new job. Friday, which tomorrow, I will be in a new lease. It'll be in a new part of downtown. And so along with that, it's not we're out in the clear, we're perfect. We don't gotta keep trying. But we do have the next set of problems that we have built a solid foundation. I'm going to discuss this when the car goes past in 1 sec. We have built a solid foundation upon which we can keep building. And so I think it's going to be important for me, at least, to remember to not to neglect the thing that I've built. But then it also, as I feel we have a sense of purpose. I keep saying we. I have a sense of purpose. These videos I'm enjoying. This is a task. It's something that's congruent with my own development, but then also a thing that I can get good at and better at. And it feels more real doing it this way, or not more real doing this way. It just feels, I don't know, sometimes there's things that you just enjoy doing, so then that's why you keep doing them, because you like doing them. And that's okay. You don't necessarily need a reason, though. Sometimes it's fun to get into the abstract and understanding of why it is we do the things that we do. Anyways, so where are we going? We're moving back to Montreal. We'll be downtown. I think the thing that I need to be focused on, the next task and role or goal is one, to understand the job, but two is to not get so immersed in it that I neglect everything else, with the understanding that getting so immersed in it without neglecting anything else. I'm curious if you can still see me. Am I still dark? No, I think you can. Oh, interesting. If I neglect anything else, that then will have downstream consequence of impacting my ability to work as effectively as I want to. And that includes things having a life outside of that. But an important thing is that is actually going to be possible, or far more easier, because of the location of the apartment that I will be living. Because where I was before was an hour, easily just to the place where any people were. And so I have just made the decision to invest in probably a more expensive rental unit for the convenience of accessing recreational activities more easier. That way you can, I'll do a whole video on this at some other point, but then actively choose to do something other than drink because that I have more than one option. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to be back home and I'm not drinking. It's like it's not like I can't go get that. It's different when it is accessible. But the thing that I'm just realizing is that where I was before, that was the only thing that was accessible easily. Whereas where I am now, it is going to be accessible easily, but there's also a multitude of other activities that will be just as easily acceptable. I think it's like playing Grand Theft Auto. It's like, sure, you can kill the prostitutes in the game, but you also can do so many other things than that. You know? But so that is going to be the focus on. And one thing, and then this is the kind of pattern that I'm emerging, it's going to be another video that I'll do, so many video ideas, is like, there's this stat, which is, it takes an average of 50 to 200 hours in order to make a friend. And you need to do those in activities where you have frequent contact or frequent unplanned contact. Like, so you easiest example is like you go to class with the same people. It's like you're not necessarily planning, okay, we are going to hang out, but then you end up in the same place, and then that's how those relationships can develop. But the thing I'm noticing with that is it's similar with these videos right here. So like everything fucking applies. Transferable skills everywhere. Can you still see me? I don't know if you can. Oh no, it's probably really, really, really dark. Well, I will have adjusted the thing for now. Where should we go? I'm gonna go stand out in the sun for the remainder of this. No, we'll just have affected the light somehow. Or we do this for the meantime. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Got a cool ND filter. Anyways, what was I talking about? I was talking about something. Yep, I was talking about something. Fuck. Keeping these in just because they make it more real. Oh, is that if you need to do 50 to 200 hours on average to make a friend, okay, then you need to position yourself in a place where you can have those contact points and let that develop organically. Otherwise, you're going to force it. So then you need to really, it's not about trying to make a friend in as much as it is designing a life where you participate in activities that you would frequently go to and return to in spite of the fact that you may not know or have a social friend group that is pulling you there. Okay? What is that similar to? It's like these videos. So I need to do these videos in a way such that I show up and I'm able to improve and make it more appealing to a cold viewer as well as to the people who have watched, despite the fact that I might not be having the immediate response right off the get-go. You know what I mean? So like they're similar in that respect. And then so that's a whole other topic I could go into, but it's more just to say that I'm recognizing right now and happy about where I have started March 11th and where I am now July 29th or July 30th and how far I've come. That it's not over yet, but that's no reason to get discouraged. The future's looking bright. And dude, like with everything, you make mistakes, puts you in bad situations, but you learn from those mistakes. And I think that's the thing. This time feels different because it feels less of a aggressive, I'm just like need to get back, like I'm just goal oriented forcing my way into the path that I want, and it feels more like I've had a second to take a step back and reflect and then make a good decision forward on solid footing that will benefit me for the long term. So you're gonna see how my face is like super overexposed here. Let me put this guy on. That's way better. That way I can get the cool cinematic motion blur footage. Anyways, one thing, I'm not going to ramble any further. I think this is all I'm going to say. One thing is I do still want to define authenticity when it comes to making these videos. Tomorrow's video is going to be more of a travel vlog type style because I don't know, it's not going to be this sort of thing where we leave early in the morning, Saturday might be kind of the same thing as Sunday, but we'll try to make an effort to do that. But I still need to remind myself to and hold myself accountable to defining what makes a good video such that I can use the artificial intelligence to measure that and then improve for the long term. But anyways, authenticity needs to be operationalized, because just saying, was I authentic in the video, means nothing. So, appreciate you watching to the end here. My name is Duncan Alderdice, and no matter where you are or what you're doing, message to you right now is to lean in to the suffering before you, aim up towards a brighter future, and move forward despite whatever comes at you. I'll see you in the future.